Okay, so you get the two eyes. Oh wow, yeah, it's pretty creepy looking.
Yeah. Where's the
It took a
nose?
long time just to get that to say that.
Do you see that table that's like in the corner? Is that the nose?
Yeah,
Unless
some
there's something else
rectangle in the
that's a
house.
nose, right?
Yeah, and
I'm like,
and the sofas maybe a mustache, but high up,
oh.
and a lady lying across the upper lip.
Yeah. And Mike right now is saying, "You idiots! I didn't pay you to dissect the picture and
Well,
tell me about it."
he should know by now we're gonna just go off the rails, whatever we're talking about. So
Off the rails. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and that guy over there is Chris. And Chris, what do you have for me and everyone out there today?
Okay, I've got one of our Ko-fi requests. It's from Mike Poole. We've done several of his requests before.
Mhm.
And the name of the song is "Slip It to the Android," and it's by a band named Chrome. And I'm sure you're familiar with this band.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you heard of this band?
No,
Okay.
no. So, all right, cool. Let me go and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Come on
Slip
back.
it to the Android.
Hey, I'm back. I'm
You
back.
are.
Yeah. That was a real mix of a lot of things. It was
It sure was, man.
it had this crazy violin, man, that was just like it was on drugs.
That was a violin.
I think so. It was something. It was
Right? I'm
something.
supposed to know this, right?
I think it was a
It was
violin.
some, well, we know it was something,
It was
yes.
it was an
But
untuned violin, unkept. It was it dragged itself out of bed and was just like roaming around and just was like it just was crazy sounding. It was just crazy. At times there was a couple of times where it sounded like like the London police, like in the old black and white movies, and the car would be driving down the street like the violin was doing
wait,
that.
wait, wait. Do they still use those same
I
sirens?
don't know. Maybe
And
they
it's not
still.
like ours have changed over the decades, right? Am I
So
right?
maybe that's what it is.
Why change the siren?
I
If they know
folks
what's
in
coming,
Britain.
they know
So
the cops are coming.
so to everyone out
Right?
there in England, please tell us, is that how your cop cars still
Yes,
sound?
yes, yes. You know
But
what that is? The people don't commit crimes over there because that sound is just so effective. It's like I don't want that sound getting any louder and coming towards me. Not that
wait,
ours are any better.
don't shoot them. They're gonna. I can't take that sound. Uh,
The main reason I don't want to be pulled over like at night is that I can't handle those flashing lights, man. They're so incredibly bright.
that's why you don't get pulled over.
Well, that and I just don't want to pay a ticket, and I don't really want to break
Yeah.
the law.
No shenanigans for you because you
No
don't want to see the
shenanigans.
lights. Yeah.
I got a ticket for shenanigans once.
um, the bass was kind of cool. Although it wasn't really doing anything like oh my god,
I
but
was too,
it
when I
was
was listening to it,
it
I was
kept.
too busy listening to those like spacey sounds. Like the sound you'd hear in like as if some big supercomputer was calculating stuff, like in the movie, in an old
Yeah.
sci-fi movie, and all these lights are flashing, just like with the police.
I'm always like listening to the bass. It was
I
just
didn't
it
even
was
notice the
like
bass in this.
it was just like old. It was like old funk, meets electronic world, and just kind of was
Yeah.
and they didn't just meet. They almost like they just smashed together, and it was everything was flying around, and that's what we got, as that smashing happened, like the Big Bang. You and I were witness
Yeah,
for two
yeah.
minutes or 3 minutes of the Big Bang, with all these things. Yeah, it
Yeah, and
was
those
crazy.
particle accelerators, you hear that all the time.
And in the meantime, the picture on the album, or I guess it was the album, or the picture that was on that screen. Well, that was like freaking me out because she got like these two windows. One was a window. I don't know. The other one was like a fireplace that was like redone,
Mhm.
but they both had eyes. And then I was figuring, and then there was a mouth somewhere. I saw the mouth on the rug or something. So then I'm thinking, well, what is the nose? So as I'm listening to the music, I'm trying to figure out, is the nose, there was a coffee table that was like in the corner, caddy corner, far back. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and that was underneath the eyes. So is that the
Wait,
nose?
uh,
Otherwise, it doesn't have a nose. You had two eyes and a mouth, but you didn't have a nose. And you had a woman who was laying there or something like that.
yeah, let me take a look. Um, we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, so you get the two eyes. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty creepy looking.
Yeah. Where's the
It took a
nose?
long time just to get that to say that.
Do you see that table that's like in the corner? Is that the nose?
Yeah,
Unless
some
there's something else
rectangular
that's a
nostrils.
nose, right?
Yeah, and
I'm like,
the sofas maybe a mustache, but high up,
oh.
and a lady lying across the upper lip.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
Mike
know.
right now is saying, "You idiots! I didn't pay you to dissect the picture and
Well,
tell me about it."
he should know by now we're gonna just go off the rails, whatever we're talking about. So,
Off the rails.
so we're just trying to keep it what we always do.
Well, you know what? A song like this, it was kind of off the rails song anyway, and that's not
It
that's not
certainly was. They're
necessarily a
keeping
bad
within
thing.
that, that realm there.
Yeah, exactly. So really interesting as always from Mr. Poole. Um, and yeah, so give me some information about Chrome or the
All right.
song or just the
Well,
band.
yeah, okay. According to the definitive source, Wikipedia, um, they are an American band formed in San Francisco in '76 by musician Damon Edge. That's his stage name. Um, and it says here the group's raw sound blended elements of punk, psychedelia, and early industrial music, incorporating science fiction themes, tape experimentation,
Mm,
distorted acid rock guitar, and electronic noise. Now, I think the electronic noise stood out to me a lot. They have been together since, so that, from '76 to the present, according to this. And but Damon Edge, the guy who founded the band, he passed away in 1995.
okay.
So another guy, Helios Creed, has revived the Chrome name for recordings and performances, according to this. And that's interesting. Helios Creed, is that Apollo? Helios and Apollo, they're both Greek gods, and then Creed, like Apollo Creed.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought it was interesting, but maybe it isn't.
Dude, I don't know really anything about mythology other than just like
Oh, okay.
the things
Okay.
that we learned when I was like, in
That's
grade school.
okay, because it's all a myth anyway. So,
Wait, then who's Android? Is Android a god?
an android is an android.
Oh, right. I know that. But I'm wondering, is there a mythological figure named Android?
You mean according to like Greek or Roman mythology
Yeah.
or any traditional mythology?
Yeah. Traditional mythology.
No.
Okay. We have all these names out there that we use that are based from mythology. And it's like,
Right. No, I get it. I get it.
yeah.
It's just that I thought that must have sounded really disappointing to you when I just said no.
Oh, absolutely.
Like all this, all this big question just to get no.
I'm
Hey, I gotta
not
be honest.
so I'm not gonna ask you if there was a King Chrome, right? There was no King Chrome. Yeah.
King Chrome. It's like King Crimson, right?
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Go ahead. Continue.
no,
Continue on.
no android god of aliens, um, machine-like aliens. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what they're about, and apparently they're real experimental. So they got lots of genres listed here.
What year was
Post-punk,
this song?
industrial rock. What?
What year was this song?
Came out in '77.
Okay.
This is a real interesting song considering it came out in '77. I wasn't hearing anything like this in '77.
Yeah.
Apparently it was around. I just wasn't hearing it. And
But like,
when they experimented with stuff back then, like with splicing tapes and stuff, and that's really cool. And they took it from sci-fi soundtracks and so on. That's
right.
it just says I love the experimentation.
And do they have in there like funk as one of the genres too? Because I
Um,
definitely heard. I got like a funk sense to this.
like my earlier answer. No. In a word, a very short word, no. But that's just what it says in Wikipedia. But they say post-punk, industrial rock,
Yeah.
acid punk, experimental rock, space rock.
Well, did you get a sense of funk?
It smells terrible over here.
Shower, man. There's soap.
Is that what it is?
Something called soap. Yes.
I don't know. Everyone's been saying, man, you get funkier every day. And I thought, cool. So you're saying it's my smell, it's not my musical sense or my style. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I don't know what else to say.
All right, man. How about you say, we'll see everyone on the next episode. Huh?
Yeah, I gotta go take a shower, dude. I'm getting myself. All right,
Take us
man.
out.
Well, anyway, so you like this pretty much.
I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
Is it something you would listen to again, though? Sometimes we like things because they're so unique, and this was, to me, is a very unique thing.
I wouldn't
I
shut it
don't
off.
know if I'm gonna like jump to listening to it again.
I wouldn't. I
Much as
wouldn't
I
shut.
like it.
I wouldn't shut it off.
Okay.
I don't know if I would seek it out, but if I heard it on, I'm not gonna hear it on the radio. But if my son's kind of picked up on it, I'm not gonna tell him to shut it off. No, I mean, I wouldn't
Okay.
seek it out, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got all the stuff that I'm kind of into. I like the electronic, I like the funk, I
Yeah.
like, I like, curveball, oddball kind of stuff, and this kind of is, it really is,
Yeah.
And I think the band when they were putting that out, I mean, they were
Oh, they
sort of
must have.
against the
Yeah.
grain.
Of
They were
course.
kind of
Of
one,
course. Yeah.
there's zillions of these bands, which I really, again, I find it fascinating that these bands, they had a one shot, they had, because when you get to a point where people hear your recordings, you are good. And bands, artists who decide, this is my call and this is where I want to go with my music, and it's just be something completely left field. Some bands and artists make it big on that kind of thing, and others, they take the shot, and they have some notoriety and some 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And I got a feeling that maybe this band has a cult following and it has a following, but I never heard it.
Yeah. And
um
and then 34 years later,
I'm
someone
listening
does a
to it.
reaction to them
Absolutely.
on this new thing called YouTube.
Yeah. And Mike Poole. So there you
They
go,
knew
man.
this was coming.
They yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, they're very futuristic. So,
All right. So you want
yeah.
to take us out?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hit all the good buttons, the routine. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't. And we'll definitely catch you next time Into the Music.
See ya.